So we have seen an officer stop by this location to check out the structure behind us, and there's a good reason for that. You can actually see the fire that was part of this building start back up.
Never before have I really been able to walk on Wacker Drive and basically empty this time of night. You can see hundreds of protesters in the area right ahead of us.
An officer on scene referred to the charred home as part of a crime scene.
I want to walk over here now to show you some of the most severe damage that we have seen. A tree in the background blocking off any cars from coming in.
The view is fantastic. The view is of downtown Chicago.
After the rush, a rush hour.
Yeah, always running around, always working through traffic.
Daisy Arashiba settles into his two-bedroom, 1.5-bath apartment. The comic actor and musician calls this home and home office for,
What, 7 years?
But this year he discovered his nest.
Was that a falcon?
Expanded, unexpectedly.
Well, I'm sure you know the Chicago Housing Authority's like, that's not a legal bedroom out there in the balcony.
Part of his 28th floor Lakeview apartment was taken over by a pair of squawky squatters.
When they get together, they become kind of the Bickersons. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I've been flying around hunting things. And what do you got? I got something. I just killed it. You want to eat some? Sure. You know.
Peregrine falcons are a bird of prey traditionally nesting in places like barren cliff faces.
And I happen to have empty window boxes because I'm a terrible gardener.
He branded the birds after famous musicians.
Steve and Linda, because Perry, Steve Perry and Linda Perry.
Eventually discovering his new neighbors made more than music.
And there are 4 chicks. There's Luke Perry, Katy Perry, Joe Perry, and because it's Chicago, Refrigerator Perry.
The birds are federally protected, so it is against the law to move the nest. Arashiba has limited access to his balcony for about another month. That's when this feathered family could say farewell.
Chicks that have been born here have ended up as far away as Ecuador.
For now, the hum of traffic is part of the lullaby for 4 newborns. The Windy City providing a perch and one man providing the rent for some temporary tenants.
So there they are. Unfortunately, I'm okay with it.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News. We downloaded a free noise measuring application. Out here, the noise outside, my voice, it picks up at anywhere between 60 to 70 decibels. When planes fly overhead, that increases to somewhere between 90 to 100 decibels. It is by no means a true scientific measure, but the difference is keeping neighbors up at night.
We live a beautiful life here.
But some in Itasca say that's only possible with the volume turned off.
It's louder than the loudest train you could hear.
It sounds like an air show. It's more like...
It's just continuous.
The mayor's mother, Nancy Prine, kept a list.
250, 10, 252.
She recalls hearing a plane's flight path from O'Hare about every 2 minutes.
It was never as bad as it is right now.
You cannot sit outside on the front of your house, in the back of your house, and have a conversation. Here, look at where that is.
This week, the FAA declined a request to hold additional hearings, saying their initial evaluation, including noise assessment, was comprehensive, but adds they are reevaluating a portion of the airport build-out because one runway is being constructed in a different order than first anticipated. Lawmakers like Congressman Mike Quigley are working
to pressure the FAA to hold hearings, to alternate the use of runways in the short term.
That could mean less air traffic overhead, less noise overheard.
Having a hard time talking on the phone.
Now you can't even watch TV.
Even with the windows closed, it's difficult.
If moving into a house is a fluid process, consider this unpacking.
My son's clothes.
One step toward feeling at home for Kristen Skinderi, husband Ozzy, and 14-month-old baby Nixon.
His Santa outfit.
All are temporarily staying at Kristen's mom's in Des Plaines.
It's not nap time yet, buddy.
It is their first weekend back after a frightening journey beginning with what doctors told them was a death sentence.
They said, enjoy your son because he will probably not live past the age of 3.
About 9 months ago, the family learned Nixon had Gaucher's disease. That's when the body lacks an enzyme leading to organ damage. It can be as fatal as it is rare.
He's like 1 of 12 in the world.
But rather than move towards mourning, over the past several months, the couple moved from place to place to save their son.
We went to a children's hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio.
We lived in Loyola.
The only real places we visited were hospitals.
We lived in Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh.
There, doctors performed an umbilical cord stem cell transplant. The process included chemotherapy, killing the disease, but also Nixon's ability to fight off infection. The transplant offered a way to rebuild what Gaucher's and treatment destroyed.
That's my guy.
Yeah, buddy.
It also rebuilt a family's sense of hope.
There's nothing showing that he has Gaucher's disease anymore.
The next move they hope to make is even further away from a deadly disease.
So surreal to be back here in Chicago.
The Skindaries are not calling this a cure. Because of the rarity of Nixon's case, doctors aren't sure what his future holds. What they have said, his life expectancy is now greater than age 3. His parents hoping to be part of it for much, much longer than that.
I lost my job at the end of 2012.
In the final moments of busy holiday shopping, it is possible to miss Brian and his dog Blue.
Oh, big boy, there you go.
Like many others panhandling, they rely on the kindness of strangers.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
And as night begins to close out the season of sales and shopping,
Ho, ho, ho.
Richard McNeil and his sister are bringing the last-minute shopping to those less fortunate.
What's up, boss man? You need anything?
He gives out food and water.
Got it? Yeah. Good.
For those asking for help, there is clothing.
I've got some pants.
His bag is full of his own clothes and others donated by friends. He has used his own cash to buy strangers food.
Need a sandwich, some water.
What he asks for in return
Shake my hand, boss.
costs only a smile and a greeting.
Give me some. Bless you, man.
If you asked why he's spending his own money and time outside when so many are inside a shopping store,
Just hit me like, why not be a blessing before Christmas?
holiday inspiration unwrapped and delivered on the streets of Chicago.
So many times we have our hands out instead of giving someone something.
It's unbelievable.
Flags still fly in this neighborhood. Some, however, adapt to no longer having a flagpole.
I got inside just in time.
The aftermath of the tornado is overwhelming for Doug Truran, and he's not alone.
You want to cry, man. Every morning I wake up just brings tears to my eyes. Really does. It's hard.
Neighbors find comfort in each other's arms. James Dertinger relies on his girlfriend's embrace. The truck behind him carries all he has left.
Starting from zero, basically.
Friends are in the hospital. People are passed away. It's a tragedy. It really is.
Most of the people that are out there probably starting from zero again.
An EF4 tornado wrapped siding around trees and crushed cars like soda cans.
There was a 2x6 right through my door.
Dozens of homes damaged, with the storm's impact felt well beyond a community's possessions.
It's a major catastrophe and hurt a lot of people.
While the Fairdale sign once tipped over is back upright, we cannot say the same for all the utility lines in this area. One worker telling us it may be until Monday before power is restored to impacted households.